with the Community Pauper Challenge. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a lovely tournament. This is a lovely event over the 10 weeks. We are in week 2 of the round robin play, and then that will also be followed by 3 weeks of top 4 play. I have Articos in the booth with me. Articos, say hello.
Sorry about that. I was answering an important text.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay. And we are going to be watching Negashane and Tiny Tim this round. We are going to be featuring Negashane. So this is round 3 of 4. Just to a quick time, we want to talk about our amazing sponsors. TeamNFGBot.com. They are supplying the product for the top 4. Top 4 prize support breaks down as follows. First place is 4 Gorilla Shamans. That's right, 4 Gorilla Shamans on MTGO.
I don't want to look up the value.
It's crazy value. And then second place is Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal is for second place, a playset of Lotus Petal. And then we have third place, we have Hydroblast. And then fourth place, we have Pyroblast. And that's the prize that is being supplied by TeamNFGBot.com. Check out the website for great articles and videos. I'm a little biased because I actually make some of the videos and articles, so I'm a little biased. But and also check out the bots.
Don't visit them. No, I'm kidding.
Also check out the bots on Modo for all your buying and selling needs. NFG, search NFG on Modo. So thank you so much for the support of the sponsor, and also thank you so much for you as the community for hanging out and spending your Monday night, evening, morning, or even Tuesday, I guess, in some parts of the world, with us. It is amazing to have you with us, with the whole Pauper community. I should probably let you talk, Arctic. Go ahead. Boom.
No, I'm good. You can keep talking. No, it's all right. I'm letting you do your thing. No, I was actually answering a text, Mr. I don't believe anything that Arctic says, but that's not really the point. The point is, I would like to thank you all for being here. I also want to thank you all for watching the VOD we made last week. I am very sorry we forgot to turn it on for the first half, but the second half is up from last week, and we had a lot of views on it, so thank you very much. Now, we do have VODs up for this week, so both halves of the show is going to be up for your guys' pleasure if you so desire. Again, Team NFG Bot, go follow them. Also, if you can, go check out puremtgo.com. That's the site that I write for. They're awesome. Why they let me write, I have no idea. But the editor's an awesome guy, so, go check it out. And also, if you would like to follow us, our own individual streams, especially Zane. Zane is trying his hardest to become a full-time streamer. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That is right. Yeah, and I think you're doing a good job, personally.
Thank you.
You can follow all of our streams. You can check out the website for the player bios and for the deck list. The deck lists are public currently. And they will remain public for the next 2 weeks until we make our transition to the new one. You can check out the Team NFG Bot website in our under the stream. And also, shameless plug, on Wednesday on Gatherling.com, there will be a Penny Dreadful tournament starting. It's going to be a series. It's going to be every single Wednesday until this stops, because our own Tiny Tim 123, shout outs to him, is going to be hosting it. It's called Penny Paradise. Go on over to gatherling.com. That is gather, but with LING.com in it. You can check out all the information there. You can message him when he's done with his match to ask him. And also, if you want to compete in Pauper tournaments, you can compete in Pauper Classic Tuesdays, a tournament that I host, but for now, Tiny Tim is also hosting that while I take care of school related things. That is also a tournament that happens every week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Gatherling.com. Penny Paradise, I believe, happens every week at 7 o'clock. I will check that out for you, but I'm not exactly sure. And the best part about this, one of the best part about it, they're free. They're all free to enter. Free. There's nothing to pay. It's all free, and there are very, very good prizes. Great community, all good people, all ran really well except when Magic Online
Wait,
is...
do you cooperate in this event?
Do I cooperate in what?
In these events that you're promoting?
Not the Pauper one I hosted.
Okay, then there are all good people. Okay, good. Just making sure. Just making sure there's all good people. Just making sure. It's always you guys make sure. Like I gotta keep it honest. Come on.
Zane, you do remember who it was that brought you into this event, right? You
It's okay. Now I run the event. It's okay. Now I
you
run the event.
You run the event because you don't let me run my own event. It's just... Oh God.
Banter. Let's. Why don't we just transition? Thank you so much for everyone involved.
You know what? Let's transition to Shane's.
Also, if you could just hit up Team NFG Bot with a mod. Can you do that for me real quick?
Can I do what?
Team NFG Bot needs a mod request in chat. You see that?
/mod Team NFG Bot.
Thank you very much. All right. Swords down, gentlemen. All right, here we got Shane's blue-green Turbo Fog. That's right, guys. You voted for his deck. You chose his deck.
This is your fault.
For those of you that are frequents on his stream, he put up a straw poll with multiple decks, and the top 3 decks are the ones he considered for the tournament. He's playing 2 of them in the main round robin, and if he makes it to the top 4, which he claims he has no chance to do.
I have an idea.
What?
Let's start a poll.
Okay.
Team Turbo Fog or Team Blue Black Flicker?
Okay.
Or actually, Team Shane or Team Tiny Tim? Let's start that poll real quick while we're discussing the list here. I'll let you take care of that since I have no idea how to start a poll. But
Alrighty.
Yeah, do work, minion.
Keep going. You talk about the list then. What do you like about this list?
What do I like about the list? Maybe Shane should get a do-over.
Yeah, you think so?
I don't know. Yeah, I really do. I really think he should get a do-over. I think he should be the only exception to he could change his list at the middle of the.
It's Team Shane and Team
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Wow! #never Shane coming out of Littlefield. That wow.
There's a straw poll. I like it better than the poll in chat, so let's do the straw poll there.
Also, the Penny Dreadful. The Penny Paradise tournament is in fact 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. Check it out on gatherling.com. I will now put the site in the chat while we take care of all the plugs. There you go.
I like this list. As much as you hate it. I will never
ashamed to support Shane. Gapkey, I love you. I should mod you just for that comment. Anyway, so looking at this list, so Shane has a pretty typical version of this deck.
Right.
Although he's playing a couple of interesting cards. He has Quiet Disrepair, which is not a card that I'm a big fan of, I'll be very honest.
Now, why aren't you a fan of that card?
Well, I don't really feel like it does enough. I feel like another Fog Effect would help. I feel like you just want to live longer. You just want more Fog Effects. You just want as many Fog Effects as possible. He also is not playing Take Inventory. For those of you who don't know what Take Inventory is, it's the greatest standard Pauper card of all time.
He isn't, really?
Yeah, but for those of you who actually don't know what it does, it's accumulated knowledge, but it only matters for your graveyard, and it's a sorcery. It also has... Take Inventory also has a flavor text that you have to believe is there named Littlefield was here. I'm really, really surprised that he's not playing that card, I have to admit. Okay, I am truly surprised. I played this deck once back when Drake was around, and I 4-1 beating a Drake deck. I beat a familiar deck with it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't ask me how I did it. I really don't remember. I wish I did. But I was not playing Tolarian Winds. I'm not a fan of Tolarian Winds. Why?
Okay.
It says discard your hand. Now, sure, that's good when you discard a bunch of lands, but you're keeping a bunch of fogs in your hands, so discarding fogs is not going to help in the game. I think Take Inventory is just better in that spot.
Okay. Now, what do you think about the matchup? We're playing against Tiny Tim is on Blue-Black Flicker, which we'll look at in the sideboards. It's a little bit different in your list, but very similar. The removal spells are a little different, but otherwise it runs basically the same.
He runs close to the stock list. I think if Shane wins this matchup, he should just play the lottery tomorrow. That's what I think. I really think that Shane just doesn't have enough, and I think the other problem is if Tiny Tim can pull off the Flicker combo, with
Chittering
Rats, if he can catch Shane, I don't think Shane really has a shot.
Fair.
The fact of the matter is, though, game one, I think is actually favored to Shane because the removal spells in Tiny Tim's deck doesn't do anything.
Right, right.
They don't actually have a target. There is no creature in this. I mean, he could target his own creatures, I guess.
I mean, after sideboard though, I think it does favor Tiny Tim.
I think it favors him tremendously.
I think we should get into the match if we can.
Have they started?
We'll fire it up.
We're gonna give them the go ahead.
We're gonna give them the go ahead, and we are going to just fire it up. And here we go.
Now the interesting thing about Shane's sideboard is that he does have 3 Dispels and he does have 2 Consulate Skygates. So you have to assume that Tiny Tim is maybe going to side out his removal. So he might actually not have something to kill Consulate Skygate. Right, so the more time that Shane can buy, I mean, the other thing is, like we said last week,
we just transitioned over, by the way.
All right. The other thing is, when we get a Jace's Erasure down, Tiny Tim can't do anything about it.
Right.
He doesn't have a bounce spell. He doesn't have Capsize. He doesn't have Repeal. He doesn't have a Boomerang effect.
It was very similar to the Ulu Guru. He faced Ulu Guru last week. It was a very similar thing. Once it was down, he almost won the game. I mean, almost, but...
Well, he probably should have won one game at the very least.
Yeah.
Wow, he actually bottomed... Oh, because he's going to Evolving Wilds, I see. So the first hand, he obviously couldn't keep. The second hand, he's going to resolve a Jace's Erasure. That's step 1. That is step 1. Remember, Tiny Tim doesn't have anything to deal with it once it's down. So Tiny Tim's now a race against the clock.
Sorry, let me just...
Oops, crap.
I got it.
Okay.
We're good.
Yep.
Sorry, I was messaging.
No, I know. I was actually going to ask you guys if I was doing that good enough, but...
All right, yeah, keep going. Whose turn is it here?
I believe it's on Shane, and now he's playing extra slow to piss you off. So, assuming here he's going to play Jace's, and there you go. There it is. So now Tiny Tim needs to win the game quickly, or else the game is going to get very out of hand.
Yeah, it's funny because we, and I'll show this in chat. We actually try to get our players to, pause a little bit so we have a chance to talk and commentate a little bit more and have a little bit more flow to the games. Yeah. And it's funny because I'm playing Affinity in this, and it's very hard. Like you drop your entire hand sometimes, and it's just like, well, I guess I take my time between cards. I don't know.
Well, imagine if we were featuring Littlefield. I mean, he's just based on just going as quickly as possible. Yeah. There is nothing to stop on. Judge slow play. You damn right. You are damn right. There's a preordain. Ooh, another preordain. I have the cool looking preordains.
I saw. I'm actually a fan of the originals. I'm sorry.
I don't agree. He bottom the first one. Shane being nice enough to show us what he's doing with his preordains instead of Zane did not do that in the first match.
Oh yes, I did mess that up.
Funny thing about the double...
I didn't even pay attention to what he was doing with the preordains, to be fair.
Ooh, he milled a counterspell. Now that's gold. And he drew a land. If I was him, I would just word of weirding right now. I would just
He's actually gonna quiet disrepair. He I don't think Tiny Tim can beat this. Man, I like this play a lot.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do about it. He's just going to gain 2 every single turn now.
Right, I agree, Gapkey. This is really good. Turn 2 Erasure into Quiet Disrepair without a counterspell up. You just, boom. You're going to be at 40, and you're going to mill out the opponent. What clock can Tiny Tim establish that...
He needed to have a 3-drop there. He needed to have a Chittering Rats, or even just a Seagate Oracle to do something.
And there's going to be a lot of triggers going on with Shane, so...
Now, the differences between this Tiny Tim's list, I think, and mine... Let me just see something. Yeah. Where's Tiny Tim? Tiny Tim's sideboard does not have Duress in it.
Interesting. And that's huge in this matchup.
But Tiny Tim has a null, which I don't have. Right. So it's going to be interesting to see as the cops go by in the background.
Are they coming for you?
I really hope not.
They didn't like your commentary, and they're like,
yeah, they were like, you lost to Red deck was the blue-black deck. We're taking you back to 1994. So Tiny Tim has some ways to deal with Shane's deck that I don't, and I have some ways to deal with Shane's deck that Tiny Tim doesn't. So it'll be interesting to see what Tiny Tim can do.
I feel like even if Shane becomes rat locked, it doesn't matter.
Well, it can, because then he's not drawing fogs anymore. Okay. But it'll depend.
He'll be at such a high life total though.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Actually, that is true. This is like the one matchup where I would actually say the green card helps.
Yeah,
Shane with the correct looking fog. Shoutouts to seventh edition.
man.
White bordered cards.
That's the
Got
one
it.
thing
Gotta
about
hate it.
MG Goldfish for the deck list. It's very interesting. It's like, oh well, I guess we have the wrong we have the wrong version on. Cause like,
Yeah, you cannot change the versions on Goldfish.
for
I hate
me,
the sixth
yeah.
edition counterspell. Oh my
Oh
god, I
dear.
hate it. I hate it.
I think it
can't
looks
stand
beautiful. What are you talking about?
it. Marcanian Mask is like the best
I
version.
know, I know.
Snitch.
Oh, here's the rats. This is not a big deal.
It is
I
a big
mean,
deal because he brainstormed. So now he gets to mill Tiny Tim for 3 cards and
oh, that's
undo
true.
the Chittering Rats.
But like, okay, so the problem is here he has no more blue and he's brainstorm locked.
You know what the other problem is?
What's up?
Tiny Tim only has 4 ways to counter a fog. So most of Shane's fogs are actually going to get through to stop the damage. More looking at this, I know Shane hates blue-black control decks. Maybe it's just teachings, but
No,
this
he hates
actually
every
looks
blue-black
like a
control
favor
deck.
Shane.
We were talking about it
Even though he
earlier
played
during
it
your match.
relentlessly.
During your match, he said, "I hate every blue-black control deck when playing against them,
Yeah,
but especially teachings."
Well, clearly blue-black decks hate Shane too, so
They do.
it's mutual.
So you get out of brainstorm with the preordain. Still didn't hit a blue source, which is huge. If he can get this Jace's Erasure #2 down through counterspell,
He's milled 2 counterspells already.
this game's over if he gets his second Erasures down.
I have to believe that Tiny Tim has a counterspell in his hand.
I mean, don't you wait if you're Shane for a second blue?
The fact of the matter is, Tiny can only have one. I think he only has one counterspell in his hand, if any.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter. Oh, is he going to tap out here for something?
Oh man, please do.
All right.
Right?
Usually when you tap Dimir Aqueduct, you're playing Mole Drifter. Now he's just going to play Seagate Oracle. Now this is the other problem, is because the deck that Tiny Tim and myself play are designed to draw many cards.
Right.
So
you mill yourself.
You're even furthering the road here.
And you can't chittering grass yourself. That would be the OP thing.
Apparently, the key to playing in this tournament was not to play blue control decks.
Apparently, I mean, I
Unless
did it
you were
right.
Guru, because he was the only one that won.
So far, right? He's the only.
Yeah. And he's up against Kuldotha Boros, which in my opinion is the best deck right now. I think it owns the throne.
Yeah. All right, let's see the brainstorm here. Try and hit another land, right?
He hit
and it's a blue source. That's huge.
And he hit another Tangle just in case.
This is huge game.
That's another thing about Tangle too against Tiny Tim's deck, is that Shane also has fogs that generate multiple turns of not having to do anything.
Right.
So Shane doesn't even have to play that many spells.
And Quiet Disrepair, as much as you hate this card.
I think hate's a strong word.
Now, if you're Shane, do you just slam this? Oh.
I would not have slammed it. I think
I would have waited, right? You have Arcane Denial and Jace's Erasure next turn.
I think there was really just no point there. Like basically what he's doing
you could hold up words, right?
Yeah. Basically what he's doing now is he's just BMing Tiny Tim. He's just like, by the way, I don't actually need that to beat you.
Oh, but why? But why?
Because Shane is really angry because he's playing against a blue-black control deck. It's fine. Tiny Tim will powerbomb him at some point.
I mean, like, if I were Shane, I would have just held up Words of Wisdom for end step, and then the following turn gone Erasure with Arcane Denial back up, and then
I highly
and
agree.
then how are you losing?
This
then
is just not the world that we live in right now.
I know it's not my world. It's Shane's world. This is Shane's world, and his chat, who loves him very much.
Shane's world, party time, excellent.
This clock is becoming more of a thing. Like, not having the second Jace's Erasure might come up. Although double counterspell is nice.
Yeah, that is very true. I would like to thank everybody for all the follows that you have given us. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for showing the support. We love you all very, very dearly. At least I do. I don't know about Zane. Zane usually hates
we got a bottom and top. No, I love everyone except Arctic.
Yeah, see? He's gonna tangle now. I guess you could. There's really nothing else for you to do.
The only reason I dislike you, Arctic, is because you put me in this tournament, and I have to like try to be knowledgeable about something I'm not knowledgeable about, which is very hard for me.
Chat, I'm gonna tell you something right now. That's the God's honest truth. I came into Z's chat and told him about it. This is literally how he responds. Hey, Arctic. If you want to get me in there, you can if you want. I'm open for it. I'm like, but you don't do Pauper. Oh, that's true. But I can learn Pauper.
That is a direct quote. I'm not saying I was opposed to learning. I
don't even think you really hate me. I think you're just like really trying to play for the crowd and you're failing at it miserably.
Nah, man. I just troll you all day. This is great. What?
He should be out of counterspells. Yes, Gabkey. Although I guess he can Archaeomancer to get back a counterspell. What is this?
What are you trying to throw? If he's brainstorm block, would it ever be okay to mill yourself with Erasure? I don't believe so. You're a guru. I think you always want to Uluguru. I think you always want to mill your opponent, even if you're brainstorm locked, because who cares? Like, unless you're too far behind on board, then you might.
Can you mill yourself with Erasure? I thought it was only target opponent.
No, it's target player.
Oh, okay.
It can do self mill strategies as well. Pauper.
If you're locked with Chittering Rats or Brainstorm, I think that there are actually claws to mill yourself.
This is great. Look at this. Look at this stack.
This is just miserable.
Yeah, look at this.
This is just misery at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
This stack is gonna get nice.
If you're missing land drops, I mean, like I said, there are many.
He's on the 22 in library. 21 now.
There are many reasons I think that you would mill yourself with this deck. I don't think it's out of the question by any means.
I think this game's over.
Or Mikey Roo is right. Or if you need another fog, that is
that's
true.
Fair. There's reasons.
Man, you really don't know anything about Pauper at all, dude. Do you know anything about Magic?
No, man. I'm bad at Magic too.
All you do is play Affinity and like get lucky that you can do math in your opponent's game.
The only reason I am actually decent with Affinity is because I've had like literal thousands of matches of practice.
And you're still bad with it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like if I see a new interaction, I just fail miserably for like the first 5 times until I learn the interaction.
Hey, Chad, how good of friends do you think Zane and I are?
Terrible.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love Zane. I do.
Now, why not? Let's see here. This clock. Uh-oh. What? I think Shane's in trouble.
I don't think he's in trouble. I think he's got 2 fogs, a counterspell. He's got a Words of Wisdom. He's gaining 2 life a turn.
Arcane Denial for Archaeomancer.
Every creature that Tiny Tip's playing is drawing him cards that don't actually matter anymore. This is just miserable.
And another Tangle's great. Yeah, you can draw as many cards as you want. Keep drawing cards. That's fine with me.
Just don't play Chittering Rats. That's all he asks. You know, I forgot that my deck played Cycle Lens because I never drew them against Littlefield.
Do you play Ash Barons?
I play, no, not Ash Barons. I play Cycle Lens.
Okay. Oh, because you don't play Brainstorm. Gotcha.
No, I hate Brainstorm. I think Brainstorm is actually a very terrible card in Magic, except for when you're with Fetch Lens. And I think people just forget about that very easily.
Yeah, Ponder and Preordain are better without Fetch Lands.
I think they're just better cards overall. I think just Brainstorm is more of an upside when you're playing with, like, Fetch Lands.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about cantrip-wise.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Ugh, Model the Mixture now. This game's...
Oof! I like Double Tangle. I like...
Man, Shane's gonna be 1-0 and I can't even win a damn match. God, why am I here?
He hasn't won the match yet.
I said a game. Oh wait, no, I won a game against.
You won
That's
a game.
Right, I won a game.
You won a single game. Yeah, you're good.
I'm doing better than the Delaware player. Yes. So, Shane is facing down 8 damage? 8 damage. Comes with Chittering Rats.
Sure, who cares, right?
Shane should not care.
No.
He shouldn't care.
I don't care.
Is he winning on 4 lands?
Yeah.
Wow, that's annoying. No, you shouldn't care. He doesn't need to. Never mind.
He doesn't need to, but...
He doesn't need to care.
It doesn't matter though.
Actually, that's worse because now he can unearth. Oh no, he already had Shooting Rats in the grave. Oh well. Okay, we draw more cards.
He also has another Arcane Denial, so
Yes. That is true, but like, why not just save them for actual like cards that you can make Tiny Tim not be able to win the game with, like Ghostly Flicker and things
yeah.
like
But
that?
I don't think he can just. I don't think there's any.
Oh,
if
actually,
he had
the one Unearth is in the graveyard. I think that's why he counted it.
more card draw. Yeah, like if you.
I did not notice.
Also, if you like stack Tiny Tim's deck, he can't win this situation. So
I don't think he can win at all in this situation. I think we're just
No.
going through the motions at this point.
if you stack his deck, he can't win. Like
If you stack his deck before the match starts, he can win.
no, I'm talking about right now.
Right
Like,
now,
he
no. Right
if
now,
he
he's got
stacks those
nothing
10
left.
cards, he's dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, the game is over. What did the straw poll show, by the way?
Oh yeah, let's look at that straw poll. I didn't actually look at it. I only put it once, so let me go find it. Straw poll says that most people are on results. I don't care about voting. we only had 7 votes, and Team Shane actually got 4 votes over Tiny Tim with 3
Wow,
votes.
it's actually close. It was actually close. I did
Wow.
not vote.
I didn't think people were going to be on Team Shane, to be honest. I didn't.
I
vote
thought
myself.
I thought we should put in a third option that said hashtag Never Shane. We probably would have gotten like 30 people.
Probably would. Yeah, you're right. There would have been 30 votes for that. I think there's a lot of people that aren't for Tiny Tim. They're just against Shane.
Yeah.
So it's team not Shane, which means whoever's playing Shane should be winning, basically. Now, what position are these players in? Just as we close out this game, there's not much else to talk about here. What is the records of these players right now? Who's gonna flash it back to?
Oh man, that is just so miserable.
Now let's see here.
Gotta send a message. Yes.
Tiny Tim lost last week, and Shane lost last week. This is a battle for a 1-1. This will be our first 1-1.
Who am I playing? Who am I playing next week? I don't even know.
Math guy.
Oh God.
So this will be our first. The winner of this match will be our first 1-1 of the season. Both these players are currently 0-1 at this point.
Yeah, I forgot Reaping the Graves is in the deck. I was laughing for no reason. What says Ulu Guru on the screen? Did you not change?
Oh, you know what? I messed it up, guys. Oopsie.
I do all the work. Where? I do. Where?
It's Tiny Tim, but I messed up. Ulugru's next match.
Well, if you think about it, Tiny Tim and Uluguru sound the same, right?
No.
I was trying to help you. You should have just agreed.
No, I'm not going to agree with something that's wrong. All right, let's see what he's doing here. He brought in his dispels. Oh no, we do.
Yeah, he's bringing in dispels. He's bringing in a dispel. He's bringing in the annuls, most likely bringing in the Relic of Progenitus and the Stormbound Geist, and that's it.
Take out his Words of Wisdom?
Is he really?
I guess so.
Why did you take out Words of Wisdom? Over what? Really? What did he bring in?
If you take out letters to Tiny Tim and add some others, it reads Uluguru. He's still deciding what to do. While he decides...
Why is he bringing in...
I don't know. While he decides, let's shoot over to Tiny Tim's deck.
Well, I know how Tiny Tim's going to start. He's going to bring in the Dispel, the Stormbound Geist, the Annuls, and possibly the Relics. I know he's taking out all of his removal. So he has... Let's see, 1, 2...
Now, Annul hits artifact or enchantment, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards Tiny Tim can take out.
He has 12 cards he can take out? He doesn't have that many to bring in.
I know. He has 2 Disfigure, 3 Doom Blades, the Echoing Decay, the Dead Weight, the 4 Edicts, and the Exclude. They don't do anything.
That's 12 cards?
Yeah.
So, and he can only bring in...
7, 8... Yeah, 12, and he can bring in 3, 4... You bring in 8 cards.
You bring in Geist, You bring in Dispel, you bring in Annul, and bring in Relic of Progenitus. So what does he leave?
He can leave, I guess, just in case he can leave Chainer's Edicts, since they can be flashed back in case they're milled. That's about it. Those are the only ones I would leave in.
I guess you leave in Chainer's Edict because it's the best of the worst. But yeah, you're not hitting. You're literally hitting nothing. You're running a deck with 4 dead cards in it.
You just have to. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. Well,
he can bring in Hydroblast if he wants.
This matchup gets so much worse.
This matchup actually gets a lot worse for Tiny Tim.
Yeah, wow.
This matchup is horrible for Tiny Tim, actually.
Let's go back to Shane to see how he finally sideboarded.
He's taking out 3 Word of Wisdoms and a Fog. He's not bringing in the Sky Gates. So he's actually doing it correct. He's not bringing in the Sky Gates.
We have Dispels, the Gifts. So this, I didn't switch over soon enough because, me. It was the 3 Dispels and the Fellow's Gift for the 4 Words of Wisdom.
How do I get talked down by somebody like you?
What? I wasn't paying attention to the clock. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. How do I get talked down by somebody?
I was looking at the blue-black deck.
I know it has blue in it, but come on, man.
Oh, they're cheaper for Storm. That's true. Hydroblast or Disfigure are cheaper for the Storm, so you can do Storm off.
Mikey Ruru does make a good point there. That is definitely a good reason. I'm not sure if he'll see that, but it's definitely a good thing. I didn't see it.
Say Uluguru, Mikey Ruru real fast.
What?
Say Uluguru, Mikey Ruru.
Uluguru, Mikey Ruru.
Because that's our next matchup.
I'm an adult. I can say it. I'm not really an adult now. I'm like 15. You all don't need to know that, but I said it anyway. As we wait for Tiny Tim to get done with his mulligans. Did I run out of time sideboarding?
Boasting the flicker.
Oh no.
I mean, Shen, you're right. Uh-oh.
Okay. If that's the case, I think we're gonna have them restart, and we'll just make Tiny Tim concede the first game.
Oh, because he was doing it for us? Yeah. I'll message them real quick.
And yeah. Okay. So we're gonna just transition back to ourselves until they're ready. If you want to just do that real quick. So I don't know. I think this match is just really. It's really questionable. It makes Fog actually look like a good deck. That's like the whole point of it. I don't think Tiny Tim really... I mean, it's not inconceivable Tiny Tim can win. It really isn't. Because Shane only has four Jace's Erasure and 1 way to get them back. That's it. It's not inconceivable that Tiny Tim can deal with all of them either. It's also not inconceivable that Tiny Tim can make Shane not have enough time to actually, play them later in the game.
Yeah, so they're gonna put a new match, and we're gonna have Tiny Tim concede the first game.
Yes, and then we're gonna have them re-sideboard, and that's about it. Now, fun fact: Tiny Tim has a very powerful PC. The only game that gives him problems is Magic Online.
Interesting.
Only game.
Interesting enough.
Can't blame Worth anymore. That's just not even a thing.
Oh, Shane's sideboarding was a little different than I thought. It was actually, we didn't catch it in the last minute. It actually was 3 Words of Wisdom and a Fog.
Yeah. And then he brought in Dispels and the Gifts. I actually really like Words of Wisdom. I guess Shane feels that it's probably the weakest out of all the cards that he could have. And then you can definitely shave a Fog effect. The worst Fog is actually Fog, funny enough.
The worst Fog is Fog.
Yeah, the worst one is Fog.
So, like, the name of the deck is the worst Fog?
Yeah. Shane's hand, not great. I don't think Shane should keep this. He might keep it. He did keep it, okay. He does have 2 accumulated knowledge, I suppose. He does have a gift. You see, this is why I like Duress instead of Annul, because I want to have a proactive plan instead of a reactive plan. But
Fair.
that's just my way of looking at it. That being said, it's gonna really suck if Tim goes Relic of Progenitus here, because that is basically what Shane's hand is banking on, is concentrating basically.
Right.
For those of you who don't, or harmonizing, I guess, because he's gonna pay 4 mana to draw 3 cards. So, how many cards do you draw? You draw 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. What is that? 10 cards.
What are you trying to do?
4 accumulated knowledge. If you play all 4 of them. Was it 8 mana for 10 cards in total?
1, 2, 4, 8.
It's 8 cards for 8 mana. 1
right.
plus 2
no, sorry.
1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 8. It's
10.
10. Yep.
Yeah, it's 8 mana for that. That's pretty good when you think about it.
Take inventory is just the same, right? But it's sorcery speed.
Well, no, it's accumulate knowledge counts both graveyards.
Oh, so you can actually draw. You can draw more than 10.
Yeah, take inventory does not count your opponent's graveyard. It's just yours and sorcery. That's the difference.
So notably here, Tiny Tim does not have a clock yet.
He does not, but Shane does not have a Jace's Erasure. The longer the game goes in this position, it does actually favor Tiny Tim. And Shane choosing to basic land cycle instead of drawing a card with accumulated knowledge. I kind of like that. I think that's very disciplined. Yeah, Ash Barrens looks like a really good card. Oh, here comes Seagate Oracle.
Okay.
He's gonna Arcane Denial? No, he's gonna accumulated knowledge.
I think you just do it while the counter magic was down.
I mean, he could have done it at the end of. I think he should have done it at the end of turn because now it might, like, let's say Tiny Tim could have taken like Relic or something. He might take Relic instead of the other card just to try and screw over the accumulated knowledge.
Fair.
It's kind of the Jace the Mind Sculptor play with Lightning Bolt. There's no reason to actually Lightning Bolt in response to Jace the Mind Sculptor's brainstorming while they're tapped out because now, they might play differently because they don't have a Jace in play. Things like that. Shout out to Luis Scott Vargas. He is the one that once showed us all of that play. Is the Pro Tour coming up soon?
Yeah, next week.
When you watch the Pro Tour, you just
this week.
Are you gonna be like jotting down notes and just being like, all right, I gotta talk about this on my stream?
It's either next week or this week. I've lost.
I know this
track.
week is the Royal Rumble. I know that.
I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Get a island tier or forest?
A 1 untapped mana smells like an annul for miles. Probably. See, like, look at Tolarian Winds right now instead of take inventory. You don't want to discard any of these cards at all.
Yeah.
So now it's just a dead card.
Yeah, it'll be better later in the game.
Okay, so there's the second black for Tiny Tim. So now
Annul is 1 blue mana, counter target enchantment or artifact. You saw it against my deck earlier in the tournament tonight.
That is true, we did.
It didn't matter. It was just on a 4/4, but
they should have a 30-man over-the-top Pro Tour season. Oh man, Littlefield, you're an awesome person. Oh man, could you imagine if the Pro Tour had a Royal Rumble? You would just watch like Christian Calcano throw over like Luis Scott Vargas. You would see like Andre Mengucci like try to throw over Yoga Rigasmon.
Too far.
What?
I think it's too far.
Oh please! Everybody.
I don't put up with your semantics, sir. This is great.
Problem.
This needs to be our kind denied, or not.
No, he just needs in response. I don't think you need Arcane Denial though.
I guess he just doesn't care.
Well, yeah, I don't think he can afford to care. Like those Arcane Denials need to be used to protect the Jace's Erasure.
That's fair.
And also, drawing Tiny Tim more cards right now is not really fruitful for the fact that he doesn't actually have anything to do.
Oh my gosh, look at this hand.
Hand is just stacked.
He gets a free discard of Wins. So this is what Wins is for. It's for free discard.
This is just stacked. Look at that. He's got 3 fog effects, a way to get back Jace's Erasure, and 4 counterspells. He's going to discard the Tolarian Winds. So at least there's that.
He has to win. He has to discard 2 cards here.
2 cards? Oh, you're right. He has 9.
Peace and Wins.
I'm very certain he discards wins and peace.
Although he could just get rid of gifts.
No, I think gifts is more useful.
What does gift do? Yeah, I guess so.
This game is not looking good for Shane. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not excited about his position, by the way.
I really don't think his hand was very good. I think you have to mulligan aggressively with his deck in this matchup.
You know another thing about this matchup? It takes a year and a day to play.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while.
So, like last week, we finished the entire night at 9:30. I think it was.
No, it was 10 o'clock or something.
Oh, was it 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
This week we'll be here for quite a while.
I was literally about to start playing my harmonica, and then I remembered I was on stream. Okay, so Arcane Knot on a Chittering Rats, and it resolves.
What is that staticky thing in the background?
That is the steam coming up in my apartment.
Oh, okay.
I can't do anything about it. I am not God or the super.
I'm just asking.
No, it's funny because whenever I start recording for my articles, the steam isn't coming. I hit record, steam starts coming up. I stop recording, the steam has just gone away. It trolls the crap out of me.
That's the worst.
He shuffled away the land off the
steam troll.
Yeah. I think that Shane is just really desperate. He just fog. He's arcane denying his own fog. Yes.
To draw more cards.
Yeah, he wants to draw 3 cards. He just traded 2 for 3. Oh my gosh.
It's pretty good. It's better than divination now. No, it's basically just divination.
It's basically divination.
Instant speed divination.
Well, no, it's worse because you're giving up 2 cards instead of 1.
No, but you're gaining 3 instead of 2.
That's true. You're giving up 1.
You're going up 1 card still. Yeah.
Next level stuff. That's right, dude. Shane just next leveled all of us.
Dude, Shane is an expert. As much as we hate him, he's an expert.
I don't hate Shane.
No, I'm talking about chat.
You hate Shane? Wait a minute. You just said as much as we. That means including you.
I'm talking. Sorry, I meant chat. As much as chat doesn't like Shane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, even Gabky's like, wow. Did he try to? I think he tried to dispel the unearth.
Maybe he removed all his erasures. Maybe they're all gone. Maybe he's on the natural mill plan. He's losing the natural mill plan.
What is 4 into 36? 9, right? So it's a 1 in 9 chance to get one right now.
Yep.
There's the Stormbound, guys. I mean, Shane is in a really rough spot.
Uh-oh. Where are you? Where are you, Erasure?
Jace, you're not helping us, buddy. He's looking at the disappear, and he's like,
the quiet disappear, see the sign-on combo. Ugh, I love it.
That is so interesting.
It is so spicy. It's so good.
See the sign out in there just for Wrench Mine? That's really all it's there for, I think.
I could be wrong. Really? It's not for quiet disrepair?
Chat loves Shane, but Shane talks so much crap. I mean, Zane does the same exact thing. Zane is actually knowing for saying "Chi-chi" every time he wins a match, even though he didn't actually do it with skill.
Dude, I think it's just rip on each other time because we're watching the paint dry, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of boring. For wrench and disrepair. Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, there are to be okay. So let's just break down this matchup real quick. I wouldn't say boring is the right term.
No, it's just there's not it's very dead airish.
Yeah, there's dead air, but there are an occasional plays that are so intricate that it's very important to note.
That is very...
The space between intricate plays is
this match is magic at its finest.
the space between the intricate plays is very far.
We're basically watching Guillaume Wafutapa against who's another really hardcore control player throughout Magic's history.
I don't know. You lost me. You just lost me in the comparisons because I know who they are. And just I won't remember that off term. Oh, you almost clicked the wrong one. Could you mad if he just clicks the wrong one?
I'm not gonna lie. I would okay. He got Muddle. That means he gets to get Jace's Erasure. He can transmute that for Jace's Erasure. And Tiny Tim does not have double blue up, and he just drew one. Oh,
and here he goes.
Oh, wait, here comes a null, but you're going to see a Dispel.
Fireworks happened just like that. Match turned into super exciting.
Oh, no.
He's thinking about doing the muddle here. I like using
I would
Dispel.
not muddle. I would Dispel. I think he's going to need 2 Jace's Erasure if he's going to win this game.
I think you Jace's Erasure this turn.
He's going to Arcane Denial? That is not what I would do.
Really? I like to Dispel and then muddle this turn.
Yeah, I don't get that play. I mean, I do and I don't, really.
Oh, you know what he wants to do? He wants to draw more land, more green sources.
Yeah, I know it's what he needs, but you know what the problem is?
I
like the fact that Arcane Denial is only 1 and a blue, is where Muddle is 2 blue. That could matter in this right now. Okay, so there goes the relic.
I also like saving the Arcane Denial for when you have 2 erasures.
Yes. I also I feel bad, but Shane never got to use the Moments piece in the graveyard. He never had a good spot.
Right.
Okay, another Tangle is good. Shane's facing down 6 damage. I think he needs to Tangle here and start picking a fight. I don't think he has a choice.
I mean, okay, think about it this way, though. If he gets his Tangle countered this turn, he's in a actually good position.
If he gets another force, he's in a great position, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, great might be stretching it, but whatever.
You know, as much as we tore apart this, how many cards are in Tim's graveyard? There's one card in Tim's graveyard right now.
He just used Relic or Progenitus.
All right, okay. This is good. He used the counter spell.
The guess would be that only instants are going to matter. That actually, you know, Mikey Roo does make a decent point. By decent, I mean great.
Okay, so what do you like here? He's still on 35 cards. Uh-oh. What?
Drifter? Oh, no.
Oh, no, this is not good.
That is not good, because once he untaps, he's got Ghostly
tapping.
2 more counterspells.
I mean, he couldn't tap well for the counterspells, so this is not great,
But I think this is basically Tiny Tim saying, like Shane, what can you really do from here?
I think he has a game plan, and he can do it. I think
I
think he's fine.
I think Tiny Tim's going to win this game.
You think so?
In the next few turns. Well, the thing is, he can only use 1 fog, and Tiny Tim.
Oh, the only single green is killing him.
Yeah. Like, here comes a Chittering Rats.
Yeah, you just put a Rafel's Gift on top.
That's not really going to matter, though.
It puts you down a card.
Shouldn't Rafel's Gift be like, you know, I don't know, angering people? That's what he does when he's a. Oh, he's not legal in EDH anymore. That's right.
No.
You know, I saw a funny meme on Facebook today that said,
there are 33 cards in Tiny Tim's library.
I don't think Tiny Tim can can lose anymore.
You don't think so?
No, I truly don't. I think
even with that Tangle right there?
He can even let that Tangle resolve and he'll still be in good position.
You really think so? Okay.
Yeah. I think one Jason's Erasure is not going to win from this spot.
I think he has to muddle for the other one next turn. But then how is he beating Counterspell? Huh?
Yeah, he's not. He needs to draw another one naturally.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Because the problem is if he muddles and then gets a counter, it doesn't do anything. What is this? Oh, is he going to Ghostly Flicker? I'll play Seagate Oracle. Ghostly Flicker here would be gas. Oh my god, he's going to Ghostly Flicker both Chittering Rats. And this is where Shane's going to pick a fight. He lets the Ghostly Flicker go? He's going to make Shane have 2 counterspells. Alright, so now Shane is out of gas. Shane is completely out of gas. He's drawing a card that doesn't do anything. He has 1 redraw. It's true that he's gaining 2 life, but that's about it. Okay, can that person outside please shut the hell up?
This is good.
A natural... Wow. Actually, the tables may have turned here. If Shane can draw another counterspell...
Uh-oh, this is crazy.
This is actually kind of close, because we only know that Tiny Tim has 1 counterspell in his hand.
Right, and he may be out of gas. other than that one counterspell.
Yeah, that is true. Here comes a Mole Drifter, though. Yeah, there comes a Mole Drifter.
Uh-oh.
It's not so. This turn's gonna be a wash as far as damage goes because he's gonna go to 7, then go back up to 9.
If Shane draws a forest and then preordains into another fog, that's not the worst either.
Or a counterspell.
Yeah.
Or a counterspell. Okay. Step
so
1.
he has 2 draws here. Step 1.
Brainstorm 2 is amazing right now. That's 6 cards.
That is huge.
Into the graveyard.
And you get to see so many.
Gets to preordain first.
Okay.
Into Moment's Peace Tangle.
Wow.
Besides the top both, I would not top both.
But I think you don't top both because you lose the counterspell now.
He has to brainstorm right now. No, he needed to brainstorm to try and hit another forest. Doesn't he? Am I wrong? Does Tiny Tim not have a counterspell in his hand? He returned it with Archaeomancer, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Shane might have just forgotten about it.
Yeah, I think Shane forgot. Wow, this is a crazy game.
Okay, sure. It doesn't matter.
Tiny Tim going to 21. Blackjack.
Doesn't matter.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If Shane can somehow gain 2 life response.
You know what he's doing? He's doing the bait.
He would have gotten the
he would have gotten there!
He would have gotten the forest!
He hit the forest!
Shane, you're fired. You're fired.
This is insane. He had 2 looks there, and he had to hit the basic forest.
You're fired. Get out of here.
Is it lethal on the table?
Yeah, it's lethal. It's lethal by 2 damage.
Oh.
He's gonna get a counterspell, and that's it.
And boom.
Shane could have possibly won this game. I don't know if Tiny Tim would have had 2 counterspells in his hand. I think Shane just threw that away. Shane things. Wow,
that's huge.
I'm not gonna lie, that is disappointing. On Shane's part, that has to be disappointing.
Were you on Team Shane? Because I'm still on Team Tiny Tim. So
I'm on Team Tiny Tim. I want to see Tiny Tim.
Oh, you are on Tiny Tim?
Oh. Yeah, Tiny Tim's my boy. If it wasn't for him, the website wouldn't have gotten made.
Right. Because I'm still on Team Tiny Tim.
Yes, everybody type in the chat hashtag just Shane things. Everybody type it right now.
Just Shane things.
Everybody type it.
I like shame. Shame for Shane.
Everybody type just Shane things right now. Hashtag just Shane things.
Oh, wow. I mean, run it back, right?
Pretty much. I mean, there's what the hell else are they going to sideboard in?
It's just to run it back.
I'm so upset right now for Shane. I really do feel bad.
Yeah.
Because that would have been.
I mean,
so
we have more.
amazing.
We have a hindsight though. You have to remember when you're playing versus when you're commentating. But
the difference is he knew that Tiny Tim had a counterspell.
Yes,
you know what I think it is? I think the counterspell in the graveyard threw Shane off.
Okay, yeah.
I think he got confused and thought that was the counterspell he returned earlier.
I mean, that's fair, and you have to remember he's playing, so of course he's not going to be. You miss things.
Yeah, you miss things when you're playing.
We're top level. We're top level. We're not doing any clicking. We're not doing any playing.
Shane on you, Arctic.
Yeah, Shane on you, Arctic.
Oh no.
Oh no, not like this.
Oh wait a minute. Okay, he has 1 turn to top deck an island.
You know what I actually like setting out in this matchup? The Words of Wisdom.
Why?
It's like because you didn't sorry. Like if you're gonna side out something.
Oh wait a minute, that's only 1 to basic land side. That was 2.
Oh yeah,
Shane's
it's 1.
Gonna get to resolve a Jace's Razor on turn 2 here.
Yeah, I know this is insane. What was I saying? The discard your hand like Tolarian Winds. I like taking that out instead of Words of Wisdom.
Tolarian Winds? Yeah. I don't disagree with you at all whatsoever. I don't even think it should be in the deck personally.
Yeah, that's true. Turn 2 Erasure is pretty good.
Especially against the
turn 2 Erasure and then have a Preordain and then let's hit all gas. And also no threat.
We're here for the emotional roller coaster leading to the 05 league. Wow, that should be I gotta make that a
Oh
quote.
my gosh.
I'm making that a quote. How do I? Oh my god. Add quote. Gab key. That's so great. Oh, do I have to put parentheses too? I forgot. I'll do it later. Whatever. Tiny Tim resolves a relic of Progenitus. Did he keep the Tolarian Winds? Well, okay. To be fair, Tolarian Winds right now is actually very good. Not with Brain... No, don't discard the Brainstorm, please. Why?
Because that. Shane
Brainstorm
things.
is 3
Shane
cards.
things,
Why? Just so he could use it.
Shane
Just so he
things.
could use it. It's just so he can use it. Oh my god. Stop it. Why? What is this? Shane, stop it now, please. Man, I fail. I have no idea how to add a quote.
You don't know how to add a quote?
No, I know it's like
It's
exclamation point add quote.
That's actually all it is.
Is it?
And you're a mod in my channel.
I am. I am. I'm such a good mod. You're not even a mod in my channel.
I remember the other day you were hanging out and you were like, I remember the other day you were hanging out in my channel and I asked you to do something as a mod and you're like, how do I do that? And I had to walk you through every step on how to do it.
At least you didn't have to do the actual typing. I'm the one who did it.
It would have been way easier just to type it all.
Why didn't you? Instead, I was the one who did it.
Because I thought you knew how to do some of it.
I still did it.
Oh.
I made the CPC thing in your channel, didn't I?
Yeah, save this Evolving Wilds, right? Yeah, Murph taught you how to do that.
Murph didn't teach me how to do that. You did.
Oh, that's fair.
Murph was laughing the whole time. Shaman demonstrating that you really don't need any kind of skill to win a magic game. Okay, I'm adding that one too. Oh my god. Yo, Gabkey's on a roll tonight.
Gabkey is going...
Alright, I'm modding Gabkey. I like Gabkey.
What, just because you like a viewer means you can mod him?
No, it's because I think Gabkey just rips on Shane way too much not to be a mod.
Oh, okay.
Shane needs to be able to actually see the sword next to his name. What is the record currently? Currently, it is 1-1. This is game 3.
Yeah, we should have it somewhere on this thing.
Shane, it was on the play.
Back LG, welcome to the chat.
What?
Back LG. He's my homie. Yeah. He's my dude. Anyway, keep going.
Okay.
1-1. Shane was on the play or draw this game? Play, right?
He was on the play.
And both these players are 0-1 currently. They're fighting for the 1-1 slot in our tournament right now.
That is true.
They both lost 0-2. They both lost 0-2 last week, and this is another match that's going to be decided 2-1. There's a more fight this week. Last week no one was fighting, but
I don't know. Delver didn't put up much of a fight against you, to be fair.
Well, yeah, I was talking about other matches.
Yeah. Shitting Rats. I didn't see what Shane put back on top. Did you?
Back LG with the salute.
He's not even modded in Shane's stream. Oh man.
Remember Shane only has 3 mods because he doesn't trust anyone.
Oh yeah, he mods himself and 2 other bots.
Oh, I think I finally got it in his channel because I begged.
I had to beg you for years.
Yeah, years? Okay, that's a little...
Yeah, let's just go balls to the wall.
So right here we got attack with the rats and the guys. I like how we're not even talking about the match because it's like...
Well, there's not really much to talk about. I mean,
He still has
Tiny Tim,
fogs. He still
Tiny
has
Tim
fogs.
attacks, Shane goes fog, Tiny Tim counterspells, and then that's it.
I mean, look, what do you think the position is right here with 6 cards in Tiny Tim's hand and the hand that Shane
Well,
has?
it's a good question actually, because considering Tiny Tim's sideboard, I don't really know what he could have in his hand. I mean, he chose to use the spell there instead of a counterspell, which I have to think that he would have used counterspell, only because he only has 3 blue mana. But then at the same time, counterspell does counter Jace's erasures, so that is something. We still have the Relic of the Progenitus.
That's
on
a
the
very
board.
good draw, that Tangle.
Yeah, that Tangle is actually quite the draw.
Although
But if Tiny Tim has 3 counterspells here, the game is over.
He's still at 32. 31 cards now in library. Yeah, sure.
Oracle. Okay.
31 cards still in library for Tiny Tim.
I remember Shade saying he once modded someone because they were the only person in there at the time. That's funny. Wait, was it you? Please tell me it was you.
No. I wasn't around. I wasn't around for the start of Shane's streaming.
Here comes Cycle Baron.
Oh yeah, let's draw more cards. I like it.
We're at less than 30. We're at the 2. We're halfway there. We're at 4 minutes.
We're halfway there. Okay.
Oh, really? That's funny. He let it go. That's interesting. Oh no! Oh, the combo! Oh no!
Oh, he got it!
Oh no, the combo!
That matters. Oh, and he has the spell backup. This is huge.
Combo. Wait a minute. He's making him remove a card.
Yeah, he's doing. Tiny Tim's doing the normal annoying relic percentages things where you just like activate it at the most annoying time for the opponent.
Living on a prayer. I hate Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi up in here.
I hate Bon Jovi so much.
Yeah, he's a New Jersey native, by the way.
I really don't care.
Okay, just.
I don't like Aerosmith either. And everybody loves Aerosmith. Comes another Seagate Oracle, I assume.
Yeah.
Maybe a Ghostly Flicker. That could also be true.
Ghostly Flicker's pretty good here.
Looks like he's rethinking it. He's going to attack for 1 first.
Probably attacking is good, because you have a Ghostly Flicker.
Yep. That is true. You're not going to Ghostly Flicker.
I think Ghostly Flicker, you do the Radiant Fountain and the Aqueducts, right?
No, it's a Seagate Oracle. I think the best play there could have been
bouncing Radiant Fountain and Aqueducts, yeah, and then bouncing your Radiant Fountain back to your hand. That's really good.
What?
It's actually really cool. It's really cool for aggro matchups, though. To be fair.
Yeah, well that I know, but he doesn't know that Shane has Dispel like we do. But evoking Mole Drifter, and then Ghostly Flickering it and Chittering Rats could have been really good there. But it's a good thing he didn't go for it because he would have gotten blown out by Dispel.
Yeah,
would have got the blowouts.
Blowout City. Words of Wisdom is always so good. That's great.
Read what Gabkey said up there. Wow, Gabkey, you're my hero tonight. I needed a hero and I got one.
Words of Wisdom is really good right here, by the way.
What are the odds that Shane misclicks and destroys his own enchantment? Very high, I hope.
That would be a highlight of.
That would be like that would be the first highlight.
It's the first? I thought hasn't there already been a highlight?
What's a highlight?
I thought there was a highlight already.
What highlight did we have? I didn't make a highlight.
Oh, I thought the highlight was you being beat down by Red Deck Wins.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Just gonna move on. You'll get yours. Don't worry. You'll get yours.
I will get mine. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it this week.
Oh, you'll get yours.
I will. I'll get Red Deck beaten on. Right? Do I face him at all? No.
You'll get yours. Don't worry.
It's okay. Next week I get to play Shane's. It's all right.
Oh God.
You know how great that matchup is.
Words of Wisdom in response to Ghostly Flicker on both of the 2/2s, and he draws 2 lands. Not like this. Oh, but he mills an Archaeomancer and a Reaping the Graves.
That was such good mills.
Zayn has I can't say that word. It starts with an O. I'm pretty sure all the adults can understand by that noise he just made. Yeah, awkward silence now, huh?
I don't have oranges on my desk.
Oh yeah. Say orange. Try to shy away from it. Redneck wins. Winning is always a highlight. Yeah, that is true.
Oh, look, Bryce is in the channel.
Well, they're all gonna untap now. Who? Oh, Bryce. Yeah.
Ooh, you're steaming. You're getting steamy over there.
Yeah,
huh?
it's getting pretty steamy right now. It's actually really hot in my room, but I can't open my windows because my cat will get sick.
Wait, your cat gets sick from fresh air?
My cat gets sick from it being very cold.
Oh, okay.
You know, like normal things. Steam going ham right now, yeah. The Steam is trying to yell at Shane. Shane, play better. Stop.
Bounce Radiant Fountain here? This seems great.
For the love of God, Shane, misclick on the enchantment. For the love of God.
Is he dead on board, though? Oh, no, he'll be at 1.
No, he's dead. He's dead on board if he doesn't draw a fog.
No, he's not.
Hey,
He'll go to 1.
Oh, no, he's not. He gains 2. That's right. And now he gets to draw another card.
Do it now, right?
We're going to find out now.
Oof.
He drew Tolarian wins.
That's so good.
He can use Muddle and then discard Tolarian and then discard his hand with Tolarian wins and draw nothing.
No, he gets rid. This is great. You get Moment's Peace.
Yeah, that's true.
And you pass a turn.
He's gonna need a real string of draws here right now to win the game.
He has Moment's Peace into Moment's Peace, and
he's gonna need Tiny Tim to not have a counterspell and to forget that Relic of Progenitus removes.
He'll forget. It's whatever.
Could he have gotten Tangle? How many Tangles does he have left in his deck? He only needs 2, right? Tangle would have been better there.
Tangle would have been better than Peace. Maybe he forgot about the Relic.
That is very possible.
Yeah.
That it would be a Shane thing to do.
Just Shane
things.
No,
there's the counterspell. He's going to 1.
That's the last counterspell? Oh, no, that's not the one.
No, that's what.
Yeah, he runs 4 total, but he only has 2 left.
Yeah, there's 3 in the grave.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, he drew a land. He has to hope that Tiny Tim does not see the Relic. Does Tiny Tim see the Relic of Progenitus?
Does he care?
He used it. Oh, that's going to be the game.
Oh, and Tiny Tim wins 2-1.
Tiny Tim's going to go up 1-1 in this tournament. Shane is going to go down 0-2. I don't know if I saw that coming or not. He didn't even win the land. He played it.
Tolarian win the land.
Didn't even Tolarian wins the land. Why he's playing Tolarian wins, I don't know. Tiny Tim,
thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. Whoever did, they probably followed to hate on Shane. I don't really know what to say. I feel like Shane could have just won both of those games like 5 times over if he had just played correctly. I really do.
You know what you sound like? You sound like a Shane hater.
I do sound like a Shane hater. I apologize. I do. You know what?
I think you should love Shane for what he is and what he does.
I do love Shane. I love him for what he does. I love being able to make fun of his plays.
So
there's one person on earth who plays worse than me.
How'd it go?
Oh, are you asking me?
Oh yeah.
Oh crap!
Not good. I know I misplayed a bunch of times.
It's hard to play that. I think it's hard to play that deck perfectly.
It's definitely hard. The chat. I'm sorry, but the chat was really ripping into you the whole time.
Oh no, that's what my chat does all the time.
Shane admits he sucks at the game.
Yeah, like I'm going to go back and watch this just to see how much my chat ripped into me. If it doesn't make me cry, I'm gonna be very upset with chat.
Gabkey went so in on you, I had to mod him on principle.
Hold up. You modded somebody because they roasted me so hard?
I had to. He was my hero.
I don't know if I should feel offended or if I should just.
I mean, look at these quotes that he came up with. Look at these quotes.
You see, guys, we, Shane's fans, are not here for the win. We're here for the emotional roller coaster leading to community Pauper Chow, or leading to a 05 league. I don't go 05 that much.
Much? I don't specify that much.
I added another quote, but it's not coming up right now. I'm sorry.
Let's see. quote.
The other quote is
Shane,
oh no, there it is.
That you don't really need any skill to win a game of Magic. See, here's the thing.
Shane.
I should be upset at this, but I know it's probably true, and I get this every time I stream.
Listen, to be fair, I suck at Magic, but I don't know, like, I must be lucky because I don't have people ripping me in chat all the time. I usually have to rip myself.
Well, I can take it, so that might be.
I can take it. That's why actually, one of the best quotes from my stream a long time ago, I forgot who said it, but I was saying, listen, you're watching me. If you want to watch people be good at Magic, like watch LSV or Paul Cheon. If you want to watch people be bad at Magic, watch me. And then somebody actually said, I want to watch a person be mediocre at Magic and still get lucky enough to win. I was like, yes, that's right. That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
One of the things that I say in my chat all the time is I never said I was good at Magic. I just said I enjoy streaming for you guys. Because if you're going to be bad at Magic, you might as well have people to make fun of you with it. That seems important.
All right, Gabkey, you take it easy, sir. I will see you again, I'm sure.
Yeah, you have a fantastic night. Thanks for stopping by, and congratulations on roasting me so hard you got a sword.
How do you survive, Gabkey?
We're working on getting him into the Hangouts now.
Okay, and it's the next match is Blue Guru versus who?
Mikey Roo. I gotta ask, did you have any testing prior to this tournament against Blue Black Flicker with Turbo Fog, or did you go in it blind today?
I played it. I've been playing Turbo Fog leagues for the last month or two, and I have played against it quite a bit. I don't play it well, but I have played against it.
Have you ever won against it, or is your record against it?
I think the Blue Black Flicker is a very bad matchup because the controlling aspect, as well as having creatures to beat down, it's pretty brutal. But I have won occasionally. Not very much, but occasionally.
Okay, how many games would you say that you've played against it? Off the top of your head.
I don't know, maybe like 5 or so.
Okay, so you did actually have decent, because you were actually making some pretty good plays for all the knocking we did against you.
Oh yeah.
We have to make the knocks though. That's the whole point, right?
Well, I mean, we had to spend like 30 minutes bashing each other. At some point, we got to bash Shane too.
Of course. All right, you have a fantastic night, Gapke.
At the request of a good friend, before Shane gets into what he was about to say, as I rudely interrupt him by accident, Tiny Tim just won the match.
I have to go use the restroom really quick. I'll be back.
Yeah, you got it.
Sweet. Tiny Tim just won the match. I plugged this before, but if any of you know what Penny Dreadful is, you can play in a Penny Dreadful tournament called Penny Paradise on Gatherling.com every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want a link to the website, here you go. That has all the information. You can now feel free to flood Tiny Tim with as many questions as you want. They don't even have to portray to the tournament. You could ask him about his life. You could ask him about why he feels the need to beat down a Turbo Fog deck so badly. You can ask him anything you want. But if you guys want to hang out in a good community, check out Penny Paradise. It's pretty good. Zane won't be there, so you know it's going to be great.
Oh, you're too much.
I try my best. Hey, you gotta say this. Every time I've been in your stream so far, it's been more entertaining than you by yourself. Mostly that's because I'm with TJ, but...
I think it's mostly TJ, to be fair.
TJ's hilarious. TJ is an awesome human being.
So we have Uluguru for our next match. And Uluguru is on a spicy blue-black list.
He's on his own blue-black type of deck. Let's go take a look at it.
Yeah, why don't we? After I fix...
Uluguru.
Boom.
He's on blue-black control. Not necessarily blue-black flicker, I don't think.
Boo.
Shut up.
Oh, hi.
So I'm actually going to hop off. Arctic and Shane are going to end the matches. I'm just going to do the little background stuff. So,
thank God. I mean, all right, thanks for being on.
Yeah.
Are you going to be back?
It was very nice to talk to you. Yeah, I'll be back at the very end. Yeah,
sweet.
To wrap up the match. But you guys got it from here. I'll just do the little transfers and everything. So you guys take it away and have fun.
All right.
So in this deck list for Ulaguru, we have some very old school cards. We have Prohibit, which I haven't seen in forever. That is,
I've seen it in teachings list, and hey, look at that.
It's got mystical teachings. It's only got 2 of them though. It doesn't have 4. It's only got 2.
Yeah, you don't really need more than that.
He does have the Chinnerats combo with Ghostly Flicker and Mnemonic Wall instead of Archaeomancer.
Yeah, this is basically a blue-black Flicker deck that utilizes the teachings. The fact that you can get anything you want with teachings. It's a good list. I do like it, except that I hate it because of teachings. But it is still pretty good because, if you notice, he's running Diabolic Edict instead of the usual, what is it? Chainer's Edict?
Yes.
Yeah, he's running 2 Diabolic Edicts, 2 Chainer's Edicts. That's so that way he can get them with Mystical Teaching. How's it going, that's fan? So it's really just, and this version runs Grim Harvest as well. Because as
Grim
usual,
Harvest is spicy.
Oh yeah, Grim Harvest. I've seen this in a couple lists with Blue Black Flicker. I think it's most at home in a teachings version of Blue Black Flicker, but this is still really good. So yeah, there's a lot of differences here. If you notice, he's running the Wall instead of Archaeomancer. Why do you think that is, Arctic?
I think Archaeomancer is more of an aggro card than Mnemonic Wall is, but also Mnemonic Wall lives easier.
Yeah.
Being an 0-4 instead of a 1-2, but also blocks better, and it's easier to cast because it's not 2 blue, it's only 1, which I think probably makes a big difference in a deck that's trying to cast as many black removal spells and double-costed blue spells in the same turn.
Exactly. And what's also interesting about this deck is, obviously, if you're playing a regular blue-black Flicker deck versus this deck, you are going to have to make some cuts because you're not going to be able to keep everything, bring in, exclude, teaching, all that.
Very true.
And if you notice, he is only running 1 Ghostly Flicker, which most of them run 2, at least 2 there. And probably, well, I've seen 2 of them run 2 Archaeomancers or something there as well.
He's also running 24 lands, which is actually quite a lot these days for a Pauper deck.
How much is the usual land thing for this?
I would say 22 is the most I see nowadays. I mean, even the Blue-Red Drake decks only ran like 21, 22 lands the most.
Yeah. So I lost Small to 3 to Tiny Tim, I believe.
So far, the winners tonight have been Z-Magic 94 won 2-0 against Math Guy. Littlefield won 2-1 against me, Arctic Ghost, and then Shane, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it, I suppose.
Depending on if you're in chat or not.
Yeah, just lost to Tiny Tim, also 2-1.
Yes, I did win a game though, so that's more important than anything.
So right now we have 2 people who are 2-0. We have 1 person who is 1-1, 3 people 0-2, and we're going to see if we're gonna see who we add to the 2-0 and the 0-2 bracket right now.
Yes. So that should be.
I'm sorry. The 2-0 and the 1-1. We're gonna see who is added to those brackets right now.
Yes.
They both won last week, right?
And what was that?
Yes, they did. Mikey Ruru and Ulu Guru, they both won last week.
I believe so. Yes. So they're both up, and this should be a really interesting match. It's going to be a blue-black control type Flicker versus Kodaltho Boros.
The best deck format by far.
It's a really good deck. I really do enjoy it. Now, one of the things I would like to point out before we get things situated is the fact that the lands in this, you mentioned that he's running 24 lands. Mm-hmm. He's running Evolving Wilds and Ash Barrens over the Fountain, Radiant Fountain as well.
He's also only running 2 Dismal Backwater. Now, you can actually gain almost infinite life with Dismal Backwater, Ghostly Flicker, and Mnemonic Wall. Of course, in Peregrine Drake decks, because you have Peregrine Drake to gain infinite mana, you actually could gain infinite life, theoretically.
Exactly.
This deck doesn't gain infinite life, but it does gain quite a good amount. You could also bounce every single land you have if you want to Flicker your Dimir Aqueduct.
Yeah.
I don't think you will, but...
It's a little bit interesting though, because against a aggro deck and a burn deck like Kadoltho Boros, I feel like I would want the Radiant Fountains more in that matchup than
right.
Evolving
I
Wilds
agree.
or Ash Barons.
If you look at his sideboard, actually, he has quite a good sideboard for this matchup. He has the spells aren't necessarily needed, but he has Hydroblasts. If he wants to counter Kuldotha Rebirth itself or the burn spells, he's got Crypt Rats, which hit both flyers and ground creatures.
Yes, any token they can create.
That's true. Echoing Truth, which bounces tokens. He's got a Negate, which is definitely great in this matchup because it counters pretty much all the spells that actually matter.
Yeah.
Relic. I don't think Relic is too good because he's just going to flashback. What is the 4-mana spell that makes one of my tokens?
Screech.
Yeah, he's just going to flashback Battle Screech at the same time. Yeah. But one thing he does have is Crypt Incursion. Now, normally, this card's really good, but in a deck that only has, I think, let me see here. He has only 13 real creatures. It's really not going to be as impressive as you would want it to be.
But it's still going to be okay, if not good, because
if it gains 9 life, I think that's good enough.
Exactly, and doing it at instant speed too. So if they have the removal spell, or if they have like the blast to finish you off for the last 4 points of damage, and then you Crypt Incursion, that could save your life right there. Now I'm not sure if it will come in because it is kind of a creature-light deck, Kadoltho Boros, but it's still a possibility. But definitely the Hydroblast, the Dispels, probably at least 1 or 2 Crypt Rats, and Negate for sure.
What is going to be... Sweet. Oh, yeah, tell them to go. We're ready.
All right. We should be good to go. So this matchup is Ulu Guru playing a blue-black kind of control, spicy blue-black list, as Z Magic put it, and against Mikey Ruru with Kadoltho Boros. So we're going to get over to that as soon as they
You might want to read. You might not want to read what Sky Blue said. You might not want to read the chat.
Everyone beats Shane. Even life beats all.
Well,
true, but
that's mean.
It happens. Like I said, if my chat doesn't make me cry every night, it's probably not a good night for
me. Before we get into this match, one last thing I will say is one big thing, and I'm sorry, Shane, but one big thing that Uluguru has is he does have mystical teachings to go get Echoing Decay.
Boo.
That is one thing that he does have that Tiny Tim and I don't.
Yes. Now, this I think is a good... so I don't like teaching decks that dirtle a lot, because if you play teachings, you're basically just going to have your opponent concede as a win condition. This deck, I can see it in because it does have more. It has more options than just straight, I'm going to Curse of the Bloody Tome or anything. So I do like teaching in this deck more than I like teaching than other decks. I still don't like it, but I do like it more.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. We're just waiting on Mikey Rue right now to join the match. Is there anything
too long here?
Is there anything that you want to plug that you haven't been able to since you've been working most of the time?
Not particularly. I mean, if you guys want to check out my stream, that's fantastic. Definitely check out Z Magic and and Arctic Ghost stream as well. They're 2 pretty cool guys. Other than that, I think we're good. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. You guys are the reason we're doing this. It is the Community Pauper Challenge, and yeah, we should be good. Here's hoping I don't fail as miserably as I have been.
Did your chat actually make you cry on Friday?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No, that's there are a couple streamers that I would like to plug at some point, but that'll be a bit after. I completely forgot. There are a lot of Pauper streamers. I stream Pauper mainly myself, and there are a lot of Pauper streamers. There's Zipsfan, there's Tiki Panda, there's Jen Stigov, and
Tiki Panda actually competing and winning one of the recent PCTs.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Rock on to him. Yeah, definitely check them out. Just check out Pauper in general on the Twitch. It's a very small community. Not very many people play Pauper on it. So it's a very tight community with that. So definitely check it out. I'd love to see you guys in chat, and I'd love to see you guys in in the chat of the other peoples as well. So let's go ahead and get into this match. What do you think Uluguru's opening hand here?
I think it's... Oh, well, okay.
With that
I was about to say I think it's really slow for this match, but, I mean, he could just draw the perfect one.
So he decided to play the Swamp instead of the Prohibit. Instead of the Aqueduct. Keeping up Prohibit as well as Diabolic Edict and even Echoing Decay. What do you think about that?
I like that better. I think in this match, letting Mikey Ruru or just the Kuldotha deck in general get a leg up on you at any point in the game is probably going to cost you the match. I think here he's going to want a Diabolic Edict. Diabolic Edict's not going to be very good. I think giving him a clue is really not going to be as big of a deal as he may think. Yeah. It does turn on Kuldotha Rebirth. That is true, but you can prohibit the Kuldotha Rebirth. So that is something you kind of want to make him fall for.
Yeah, and whenever I play a Kuldotha Boros deck or against one, you rarely ever see them actually crack the clue. It's there for the Metalcraft for the blast, it's there to sacrifice to Kuldotha Rebirth.
Hand would be way better without the creatures. That's very true.
Yeah.
Ew! Mismatching prohibits. Ew!
Nah, man. Nah, that's cool.
Oh my god, I feel like buying a prohibit right now. I really do.
All right, so it does look like he has to play the Aqueduct this turn. So he is running with shields down, but it still isn't too bad. Mikey Ruru does not have a clock yet, and the only thing I can see is just a bunch of burn spells this turn if he can, but that might not even be that good either.
This is one of the very, very rare problems you'll see with the Kuldotha deck is it sometimes draws the control part of the deck and not the aggro part against the control deck.
Ooh, Skyfisher is pretty good here, actually.
To return the Prophetic Prism, he does get to cantrip again.
Yes. One of the things that I've mentioned with Kuldotha Rebirth is it can outdraw a control deck.
Because of sad, isn't it?
Exactly. Because of how many times you can bounce things or play them or sacrifice the Wellspring, it can draw more cards than Teachings can sometimes. It is pretty brutal.
Man, how happy does that make you?
Oh, man, it makes me so happy sometimes. Being able to outdraw Teachings and outdo that, it just, my heart grew 3 times the size.
You know what's pretty interesting right now? He actually has no way to deal with the core Skyfisher. And you know what the other thing is? The funny thing is, he does not know that he has Mystical Teachings, but he can Mystical Teachings for a Doomblade, but he's going to be spending so much time doing that. Yeah. Meanwhile, Kuldotha Rebirth is still going to be able to just do whatever it wants.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about Kuldotha Rebirth or Kuldotha Boros, because you have so many different lines of play. You have a 2/3 beater and flying, or you have a bunch of tokens. So if you're playing against something to get rid of the token, just start beating down with the 2/3s. If you're playing something with spot removal, just start beating down with the 1/1s.
That is very interesting that he attacked at this core Skyfisher instead of trying to flashback the oh my god, I'm losing it again.
Battle Screech.
Battle Screech. There you go. Why can I not remember the name?
And I can agree with that, specifically
I disagree with killing the core Skyfisher here.
I don't know. I agree with not playing the Battle Screech because Mikey Ruru knows he has an Echoing. Doesn't know he has it, but he knows
he has access to it.
Is there.
And I disagree with... Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
Killing this core Skyfisher, I can understand. He now has Prohibit and Echoing Decay up, but maybe he did want to wait till at least his turn to do it.
Yeah, because the thing is, Mikey Ruru maybe would have been more inclined to flashback the Battle Screech.
Yeah. Thus giving you access to, or using Echoing Decay better.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it looks like he's cycling here. And as I said, look at the decks, right? Or look at how many cards each deck has. 45 for the Kuldotha Boros and 47 for the blue-black Flicker deck, which is supposed to be the control deck here.
And they both have basically the same amount of cards. He's only 5 cards in hand, but he has a cantrip in play and a flashback card in the grave.
Indeed. So I think that Mikey Ruru might have a Kuldotha Rebirth here, but he just tapped red, and I wouldn't think it would be a burn spell. So what do you think? Would you play the Kadaltho Rebirth here, sacrificing probably the Prism?
It really depends on what I have in hand. If I have nothing else going on in hand, I think I have to. Yeah. Only because the longer you let the Teachings deck go, the worse it's going to be for you.
That makes sense, yes. You do have to be pretty aggro here, but you also have to kind of be a little bit scared. Ooh.
I think I would have... No, I guess you don't sack the Clue. You have 5 mana in play.
He can still technically sack the Clue whenever he wants, so... Oh,
that's true. What is this? Another Kadaltho Rebirth?
I would.
Oh, nothing.
So. Yeah, and one of the things that you notice, MTGO isn't the best online
Guru
thing.
Has there are one Echoing Decay main board.
Yes, I think that we mentioned that before. That he does. Oh wait, no, we mentioned that another person does. Yeah, I don't know. I like Echoing Decay in this current meta. I do like having 2 in the decks here. So he could Echoing Decay next turn wall to get back an Echoing Decay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That is true. He only needs 1 Echoing Decay in this deck because you can just get it back infinitely.
Yeah, and you can find it with with Mystical Teaching as well. So it's going to play Mold Drifter. I do like this right now. It is leaving down your shields, but it does get a blocker, and it also gets you some card drop for next turn. Unless, of course, he has like 4 blasts in hand, then you're kind of screwed.
Ulu Guru down to 8 though.
Yeah. It's a little bit worrisome if I was him. And like I said, this is one of the reasons that I do like the Radiant Fountains.
Oh, wow. And Ulu Guru does not have any blue mana up.
Well, there's no reason to have blue mana up right now.
Well, no, but I mean, he's at 8. If Mikey Ruru had multiple burn spells, he'd win the game right now.
Yes, definitely. Which I would, yeah, he did have the blast in hand. He hasn't shot off anything else just yet. So I don't think he has the burn in hand. But if he Lightning bolting the Mold Drifter. What do you think of that instead of to the face?
I think that's great. I don't, I like attacking here. I don't like flashbacking. He's playing around Echoing Decay to a T right now.
Yes. Which is fantastic because we do
know Kadaltho Rebirth. Echoing Decay is going to be nowhere near enough to beat this board.
Okay.
Sad Chainer's Edict when there's 5 tokens.
So, I mean, you can Echoing Decay the goblins, then you can Chainer's Edict?
Making him sack a 1/1 flyer. Yeah. I think I like Echoing Decay and then playing Chittering Rats. Are you Echoing Decay the flyers and then you play Chittering Rats?
And one of the things you do have to watch out for with Echoing Decay is that they have access to burn spells. They can kill off the goblin or the bird that you were targeting.
That is true.
So that way they don't have to sacrifice or kill off all of them.
That's interesting. He's not going to Echoing Decay now. I think I would, knowing that. I'm pretty sure Mikey Ruru, not Mikey Ruru, Ulu Guru is thinking of that.
Yeah, I mean, he has 4 in the air, 5, 6.
Oh, this is
so if he has a rally, dead.
Yeah, this is game. If he has a rally, you're right.
Oh, does he not? Oh, okay.
He doesn't rally. He didn't rally yet. He's gonna go to. If he has a burn spell or a rally, this game's over.
Ooh,
or he's at 2. Any burn spell wins the game. There's the burn spell. That's gonna be the game.
Wow, that was a pretty good hand, or it got pretty good there.
Gosh, I love Kadaltho Boros. Why didn't I play it?
Yeah, Kadaltho Boros is a fantastic card, or fantastic deck. It's one of the reasons it's tier 1.
Wow, so Guru leaving up the Mikey Ruru wins, just to remind him.
Right. So what do you do here? I guess we're going to talk about the sideboard for Ulu Guru right now. So it looks like he's taking out a lot of his kills effects, bringing in the Crypt Incursion, the Crypt Rats, the Hydroblast, and the Echoing Truce.
I think he's doing it exactly right. I think I actually, to be honest with you, I really like bringing in Duress. But I don't know if you have anything else to actually remove for the duress. I think actually one duress might be better than Disfigure, but since Disfigure does kill a Glinthawk,
Disfigure kills quite a bit. That's one of the problems.
Did Zane change the names?
I hope so. He changed the names at the top and the bottom. We're good.
Oh, okay. Oh, they sound Mikey Ruru and Ulu Guru sound so similar.
Yeah. And
one
of the things about bringing in duress is that you don't know what to take out. You need your more kill spells. You need your counter spells.
That's very true.
So I don't even know what I would take out if I was going to bring in that the duresses.
It's not easy.
Okay, I've always been horrible at sideboarding.
Looking at Mikey's deck, he has
let's go ahead and
he's got 4 Pyroblast.
Apparently, I'm not in here anymore. That's fair enough. There you go. Hello there, fellas. So let's go ahead and look over Mikey Ruru's deck here.
He has 4 Pyroblasts. Gorilla Shaman doesn't do anything. Cop Red does not do anything.
Yes.
Standard Bear is interesting, actually, because it makes it so that Echoing Decay and all those other removal spells have to target it.
Yes.
So that's very interesting. Relic of Progenitus is definitely something that's going to come in. And maybe Molten Rain. I mean, he could take out the Electrickery, that's 1. He can take out the 2 Journey to Nowheres if he so chooses. He could take out the Core Sanctifiers. It's already 5 cards.
And you might want to take out 1 or 2 of the token makers as well, because you do know you're playing against something like that.
Maybe take out like 1 Coldotha Rebirth or even like a Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. So I would definitely say the Pyroblasts are coming. Wait, not Pyroblast. Yeah, Pyroblasts are coming in.
I don't know if you're bringing all 4 of them.
Probably not, or not all 3. Maybe like 2.
I like 2. I agree with that.
Yeah. I would say I've seen a lot of them bring in Molten Rain as well, specifically because
I know he's bringing Molten Rain.
Yeah. So it looks like they are good to go. So let's go ahead and transition over here.
Looks like he's going to have a mulligan of 6 into a very decent opening 6.
As we were mentioning, I believe when you were playing, Agony Warp is very good against aggro decks.
Yeah.
Because you can stop damage as well as kill something. So this is a definite keep.
I think you have to keep that on top. Oh, I put it on the bottom. Oh, I didn't see the Ash Barrens in the hand.
Yeah. With the Ash Barrens, with the Dimir Aqueduct, I think we're good to go with that.
Would you cycle it here for the island?
I would, yeah. You need to get the land down. Depending on what they do here, you might want to have Agony Warp turn 2.
Here comes Smuggler's Copter. Oh, wait.
What?
I said, here comes Smuggler's Copter. Oh, wait.
Oh, man. Smuggler Copter at a common would be the worst.
I mean, the best part about Smuggler's Copter is that it's banned right after Star City advertises its new playmat has Smuggler's Copter on it.
I feel so bad, but that is hilarious.
I mean, I do feel bad for Star City, but my God, do I thank them for the amount of laughter I get to have over it. All right. Here comes Seagate Oracle, one of the best cards in Pauper right now.
Seriously, having a 1/3 that draws you a card is fantastic.
Probably taking the other Seagate. I can't imagine he needs to land that badly. He can definitely... If it was a Karoo, I would take it.
I could see taking the Seagate over the
Oh
Backwaters.
my gosh. If he has mounted Molten Rain here, it's going to be a real uphill battle.
That would be so... Yes, and that's why Molten Rain is such a big deal against this deck. Because of the bounce lands, you're hitting 2 lands for the price of 1.
It doesn't look like he does. Oh, wait, never mind. No, doesn't look like he does.
Bounce in or tap in? What you got here, buddy?
I don't know. Oh, he added a red. Might be Lightning Bolt.
I could see.
Oh, no, I think it's Coldotha Rebirth. I think it might be a Coldotha Rebirth.
Oh, no, it's Lightning Bolt, yeah. And that's one of the good things about Seagate Oracle. It has a 3 body. You can't Firebolt it. You have to blast it, or you have to Lightning Bolt it in order to kill it there. And getting it off the board now gets more damage in overall.
That's one of the things that makes Affinity so strong, is that it has 8 creatures in its deck by themselves that don't die to non-flame / burn spells.
Yeah, exactly.
When a creature in Pauper can't die to Lightning Bolt, that is huge, because Lightning Bolt's one of the premier removal spells of this format.
The thing with that is Lightning Bolt is played in every single format it's legal. So it's not only Pauper. The fact that in Modern and Legacy, well, Legacy a little bit less.
Well, it's not played in EDH, I don't think, but...
I have no idea. I don't care about EDH. I like EDH, but yeah. So passing the Bolt test is very big, and with Affinity, having 4/4s is insane.
Funny, off topic, but funny. There was a meme on Facebook today that said EDH. Sometimes there's a pillow fight, and then someone pulls out a chainsaw.
Basically, yeah. I like EDH, but you have to be with the right group of people to do it, and you have to not get mad at everybody.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt is definitely one of the premier rule spells. Period.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
I mean, Lightning Strike was literally the same thing for one more mana, and it still saw a bunch of play.
Incinerate did the same thing back then. It was still like the premier burn spell for a long time. Oh, and there's the one relic of Progenitus.
Relic is really good here.
The one relic to beat the one ghostly flicker. Oh my gosh.
I think what you want to do is you have to try to somehow get them to crack the relic before. I don't know how you're going to do that.
I don't know how you would get him to do that. I mean, even if you play a Mystical Teachings, he's not going to care about it. I guess, you know what he could do? If he wants to Mnemonic Wall to return something like Agony Warp or Echoing Decay, then I can definitely see it.
Returning a kill spell, I think, yes, that is one way to do it there. Force them to crack it. But one of the things that is kind of bad right now is the fact that he only has 2 cards in his graveyard. So in 1 or 2 turns, he's going to be able to relic away all of those, and you're not really left with much after that.
That is very, very true.
So he's swinging in with the Glinthawk. Yeah, he has to be on the aggro plan. Keeping it back isn't really going to do much here.
You don't need the flicker to win this game. That is very true, but I mean, I'm just saying, you know, if the game progresses,
it's always a bonus to have it.
Makaruru only on 3 lands, actually. I never even noticed that until just now.
Oh, wow, yeah, because he's been playing Prism and stuff like that, so
Meanwhile, Uluguru almost out of gas. Even with this Ghostly Flicker. Never mind. I take it back.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, wait, there's a relic in play. I take that back as well.
I mean, what you're probably going to want to do is you're going to want to at least Agony Warp right now.
I mean, you know what the big thing is? He's stuck on 3 lands. Ghostly Flickering both Chittering Rats might set him back a lot.
Yeah. There has to be some way to get him to crack the relic. Or just Agony Warp in response to the relic doing that. Well, I mean, I could see getting back Agony Warp with the wall as well. So maybe he doesn't have to.
I think next turn he's probably. I think it's in his best interest right now to Agony Warp the 2/2 and then play Mnemonic Wall next turn.
Yeah. And then forcing them to do it, and then you have the what's it called? Then you have the Ghostly Flicker. I mean, it doesn't force
clearly Uluguru listening to us because he just did it.
Or
a Pyroblast.
Well, that explains what he has in his hand. He probably has Pyroblast, and he probably has.
I would be very happy that just happened if I was Uluguru, because now if Mikey does not have another Pyroblast and this Mnemonic Wall resolves with the Ghostly Flicker, that's going to be real game breaking.
Exactly. So
he doesn't have red mana. Oh no, he does. He has a Prophetic Prism.
He does with the prism. So he is playing the wall here.
He didn't have it.
He cracks it. Wow.
Oh my gosh! And now he has Ghostly Flicker up 4 Chittering Rats.
That is.
This just became a real game. This just became a very real game.
The thing with that though is against Kudalto Boros, you do have the blast, Galvanic Blast, to kill.
That is very true. So, and he does have Metalcraft turned on.
Yes. So it's not exactly game, but it's looking worse and worse for Mikey Ruru right now.
The later the game goes, the worse it's going to get right now. Especially, he only has 3 lands in play. He can't resolve many spells.
Yeah. I would hold Ghostly Flicker in hand right now. Just if you untap with a counterspell, you're basically set.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a stop set on his opponent. You can see that his game plan has nothing to do with Chittering Rats out right now.
Exactly. Well, you're only going to do things on their attack or their unstep.
Yeah. There's the 4th land, though.
Okay. So, Cryptic Curse does nothing. could have been good.
Nice cryptic person.
He's getting in for 5 each turn right now. He doesn't really need the Ghostly Flicker. He can just keep swinging in and win that way.
Yeah, the Ghostly Flicker is definitely just like an insurance policy if all things go well.
Yeah.
He's thinking of playing... Oh, he's going to do it on upkeep? That is not when you do it. You do it on... No, I guess you don't do it on draw step here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or you could do
Galvanic Blast targeting you. So that does not spell good things.
Lots of burn spells. That if he has
that is not good. That's not good. That could mean that he does have multiple burn spells.
Indeed. And it looks Mikey Ruru is up a game right now, right?
Yes, he is.
Ooh. So
is this Pyroblast? Or another Galvanic Blast to kill the Monocle? It's Pyroblast!
Ouch.
If he has 2 lightning bolts, the game's over.
No, even if he just has another blast, he can.
You're right. Actually, you're right. If he has another blast, the game's over.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this goes. It was looking good for until now.
Oh my goodness! He taps. He has the Galvanic Blast.
That was brutal. Wow.
Oh my god! It's Lightning Helix. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Send a message.
It's Lightning Helix. Oh my god.
Well, that was very unfortunate there.
That was quite the game. Mikey Ruru showing why he's playing this deck.
Yeah, definitely not Lightning Helix.
It might be Lightning Helix. It does 1 more damage for 1 less mana. And apparently someone showing Kulakuru's game.
Wow.
Oh man.
That was a pretty intense game there. It could have went either way.
That was crazy.
That was a good game. That was definitely a good game.
GG's to both of you guys.
So that means Mikey Ruru moves up to be 2-0, and Ulaguru goes down to be 1-1.
Indeed. So what are the standings right now?
We'll go through the standings from top to bottom.
Yes.
You have myself and I are myself and
Mikey
Ruru are both 2-0 with the same breakers. Well, for now, we'll around the same breakers.
I think after next week we'll
start looking at breakers. Yes.
Yeah.
You can, and then you see behind us is Littlefield.
Also 2-0.
Also 2-0, and then you have. So you have 2 1-1s, if I'm correct.
Yep, you have Ulu Guru and Tiny Tim. Yep. And then the 2 worst players, and then 2 arguably the worst players in the tournament. Myself and
Math Guy's also.
Oh right, Math Guy's also 0-2. You're right.
Yeah. So you have Ulu Guru and who was the other one? Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim. Those are both at 1-1. And then you have Arctic and Shane and Math Guy bringing up the rear. 2 of the announcers bringing up the rear. What's going on, guys?
Rock on.
Well, you see, Shane got roped in. He lost a bet, and I am a bad player, so...
I didn't lose a bet. I love me some Turbo.
And then next week, next week we're going to find. Actually, next week I think it's you. The 2 of you battle it out.
We do battle it out. Oh, it's gonna be
and
spicy.
then Math Guy and I are going to see which one of us goes from 0-2 to 1-2.
Oh, we get to find out who's going to be 0-3 after next week.
Yep.
So it's going to be Shane and someone from the first match.
Wow! If I play against the top seed next week.
Yeah, you. Well, maybe.
Damn it! This is the thing. My sideboard should be completely different than it is. I forgot to do it the first week, so now I'm stuck with a bunch of crap in it.
Shane for 0-3.
Yeah. Okay, hold on, really quick. What the hell is #Shame things? Somebody posted that in in the chat on MTGO. That's a bad thing, right? I'm gonna assume that's
it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's similar to shame. It's like you're shameful. It's shame things. Like I'm shameful.
Enough.
Shame.
There was one particular play that made us say that.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
It was in game 2 when you lost, and I don't remember what it was.
Was it when I Tolarian Wind and didn't brainstorm instead of and crack Evolving Water?
Yeah. It was when you didn't brainstorm on your own turn to hit the second forest and would have
that
was the one.
That was bad.
Yes, there are multiple times that could have been bad, but
Kansiki got it. He knows. He
remembers.
Zips fan knows what's up. Chat knows what's up. Chat knows what's up.
Chat remembers. Chat members. Everyone members in chat.
Shane for 07. Why would you go 05 in a league when you could go 07 in a real tournament?
Man, that is just not helping Shane, your case right now.
You're 2 out of 7 so far. Like, how many more weeks? 5 more weeks until you get to the 07 achievement.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
And you have 2 easy weeks for the next week to get
here's
to
the
more
thing,
losses.
Though. He's not allowed to play Turbo Fog the next time around.
I know.
So he's gonna have to play a different deck.
We're gonna see
I'll
different
have
decks.
A real deck. Or maybe I'll just play one land spy to say fuck it.
Yeah. So basically, what we have coming up is we have 2 more weeks with the same decks. So next week. Yes, 2 more weeks. Next week we have Math Guy versus Arctic goes for our first match. Myself and Shane for the second match. So that's only Arctic. You got to hear Arctic's lonely voice talking.
Thank God I don't have to deal with you.
And that's going to follow by Ulugru and Littlefield, and then Mikey Roo and Tiny Tim. So that's going to be our matchups for the next week. Thanks so much for joining, guys. This was a great evening. Nights.
Oh, it was awesome. Okay, so before we dip out of here and let you guys watch a better stream, is there anything that either of you guys want to plug before I plug a few things?
Well, teamnfgbot.com is a great sponsor.
Of
course. They are the sponsors, and they are fantastic for giving us surprise support.
Yes, and for the surprise support and so much more. So, that's actually just it, but
as I mentioned, I do stream. So does Z Magic. So does Arctic Ghost. So all of you commentators, definitely check them out. I'm a Pauper player myself. Z Magic plays a bunch of different
everything
things.
except Legacy and Vintage.
Yes. So definitely check him out. He also plays a couple other games other than Magic. So he's a very variety streamer. So definitely go check him out. If you see a Pauper player with 0 or 1 views in the Magic thing, check him out. We've all been there before. We all started there. So definitely check out the little guys there.
So what you're saying is you want them to check out your stream?
No, yes. Your stream. No.
You
set it up for yourself.
I use it all the time because I have 2 bots.
Do you have view bots? You pay for the view bots?
2 bots. I have there's Nightbot and MTG bot are always watching me. So I have at least 2 viewers at all times.
So you have view bots. Is that how you do it? That's how your numbers are so high. You just have view bots.
My 15 to 20 numbers are really high. I have to view bot for those. Wow. That's hard. I literally just created a bunch of bots such as Kansiki and Yabki, and they just randomly put words together to roast me. It worked out very well.
That's right. Check out the little guys, then drop donations on them. That is exactly what we suggest.
Yeah. That works.
Not us, but the other people.
And maybe us, but that's besides the point.
I have no more thoughts. I think, thoughts on the night. I'm going to go through mine, and then we'll go through Shane's, then we'll go through Arctic's, and we'll close with that. My thoughts, go to Boros is insane, and so is Mono, Red Deck to wins. Beating down seems like a good thing to do. Beating down has been winning a lot more than controlling the game.
It definitely seems like this is the era of the aggro deck in Pauper.
Yeah. I mean, look at the wins tonight. Myself on Affinity, that's not really.
Well,
it's aggro, but more. It's like aggro combo, whatever you want to call it.
No, I meant your win.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have Littlefield with Red Deck wins, and then we have Mikey Ruru with Kadoltha Boros. You have those. Kadoltha Boros is more mid-rangey, but they're beatdown decks. They're primarily they're doing the damage. They're not messing around. They want to get the game over with, and yes, they have value, but they get to beat down, and I think that's where you want to be right now, in my opinion.
I said it before. I'll say it again. I think Kadoltha Boros is the deck of. I think that's the one that owns the throne right now. I think it's the best deck in the format.
Can you think of a bad matchup for it?
Can I think of a bad matchup for it? No, I think it has the tools to beat everything. I think really I think actually the only deck that beats is what Shane just said is probably Tron. Just a deck that really goes
Turbo Fog, not Tron.
He said Turbo Fog, and he said Turbo Fog. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I think any of all the real decks that beat it, I think that Tron is definitely the deck that beats it because it just goes over the top. I think that Turbo Fog can beat it if the Kuldotha Boros player is literally either passed out, drunk, or
I thought you took the third turn. I thought yours was the third turn. I thought it was Shane's turn next to talk.
What are you talking about? I didn't say my thoughts. I just said, what do I think about Kuldotha Boros?
Why are you here? Your thoughts. You do your thoughts.
No, Shane, go ahead. Since Zane seems to think that I don't matter. Go ahead.
You're closing because you do matter.
If everybody's been roasting me this entire time, I think we can at least say that you don't really matter. Okay, so it seems only fair.
Boggles is a bad matchup. Very true.
Oh yeah, Boggles can be a bad matchup. That is true.
So, but Boggles is really here or there. It's either gets there completely or it doesn't. Yeah. So as Zane was saying, exactly. As Zane was saying, especially in this tournament, especially in this metagame, there's so many blue-black flickers. There's so many like control type decks. So being able to just get there as quick as possible is very, very good right now. And also in general in the Pauper metagame as well. Just straight being able to get there turn 3, turn 4, and not giving your opponent much time to do anything is very, very huge right now. I am surprised because there's not as many Tron decks. While I don't like teaching Tron at all for obvious reasons, I do like Rug Tron. It's one of my favorite decks. So I'm surprised they're, at least in the first part of the tournament, not having Rug Tron, not having any Tron, and just how many is it? Is it like 4 blue-black flicker decks or something?
It's 3 blue-black. It's 3 blue-black decks, your Turbo Fog decks, that's 4 control decks, and then 4 aggro decks.
Yeah, 4 aggro.
No. There's 5 control decks.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
Yeah, math guy is Delver Blue.
Oh, Delver Blue. Sorry.
Well, that's an aggro.
It's tempo. It's tempo.
Really? Yeah,
tempo. That's like the middle. It's tempo.
Look at you with the real words.
Yeah. So you have you have 1 tempo. Then you have like the Kuldotha, which is like mid-range tempo. Actually, Kuldotha is also tempo. So you have 2 tempo decks. You have a pure aggro deck, and you have an aggro combo deck.
I will BRB.
So keep going.
Yeah. So it's like there's not very many mid-range. There's no mid-range deck. There's tempo, there's control, and then there's aggro right now. So maybe if we had a couple mid-range deck, these could be completely different right now.
But you want to just spit out an example of a mid-range deck for chat?
Yeah.
Like, what is an example of a mid-range deck? If I'm looking,
a good mid-range deck would be Tron. Tron is one of the best mid-range decks there are.
Tron, because I think even like. No, I guess Affinity is not really a mid-range deck. Affinity's more of a hyper-aggro deck.
Yeah.
It's aggro combo.
Kuldotha Boros is really a mid-range deck at heart, I think.
I could see that.
Okay.
But one of the things that separates mid-range from tempo is the fact that mid-range is more towards the control part of it. So in Tron, you can like have counterspells, you can have sack outlets, and then you play big creature. Then the longer the game goes. With the longer the game goes, you have a better chance. With something like Kuldotha Boros, the longer the game goes, if you've already had a lot of things taken away from you, you're not going to really do much with it. You know. So, like, if you draw a Mole Drifter in Tron, that could set you back on the game. If you draw Kuldotha Rebirth or maybe a draw spell, it could be okay, but it can't really get you in it completely there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good... Andre, I like where you draw the line. But, yeah, so last thoughts, Arctic, and then we'll close off for the night.
Again, I'm speechless. I'm so glad how well this tournament is going. I am so glad how widespread the decks are. I know that Tiny Tim and I are basically playing the same archetype, but we differ in a few different cards, which I think is interesting when you look at different takes on decks. I gotta agree with you, Zane. I think that aggro is probably the king right now, especially in this tournament. I really wonder how much aggro we'll see in the second round of this tournament now.
Yeah.
I have no doubt we'll see aggro from Littlefield. I think we'll see an aggro or a combo deck or two from Tiny Tim, but I can definitely say I'm not going to be playing a blue control deck most likely the next time around.
I'm going to shake it up and play Teachings. That's not true. I don't want to do that.
He can't even follow through on the joke because he just knows how horrible it is.
He can't even say it with a straight face.
The words came out of my mouth and it tasted like salt. And I was just like,
wait, you get salty?
Man.
That is the only deck that makes me salty. Like fucking Teachings.
Whoa!
It's family friendly.
Family friendly show. If I can't curse, you're not allowed to.
I mean, to be fair, I'm talking about teaching, so I think that gives me one free curse.
Sure.
Okay. Sure, why not?
Okay. I think that's it that's all for now. Tune in next week, 8 p.m. On the same channel. Hit us up with a follow. Thank you so much for all the follows tonight. That has been amazing.
Standard Time, by the way.
Yes, always Eastern Time. I would like to plug a few things. Remember to please check out Please check out gatherling.com, where you can find Pauper Classic Tuesdays and Penny Paradise. They're going to be awesome tournaments. Remember, they are free to enter, and you get cool prizes for them. And just a pretty cool community, for sure. I would just check it out. You can always ask myself, or you can ask Tiny Tim for information on both tournaments, and hope to see you there.
That's great transition, by the way. Like saying, I'm going to plug now, and then plug.
I told you I wanted to
plug. It flows real well.
We're letting them
listen. It's my tournament. I barely get to talk as it is because of you. And I said I wanted to plug things, and then you just went into afterthoughts, and we're going to close.
Okay. With that, guys, have a great night. We're going to actually host one of my fellow members of Rogues Gallery, Jamie Topples. Check her out. She's a limited mastermind.
Oh,
she's great to watch. She's obviously playing Kaladesh right now. It's a little disappointing.
Actually, if you guys want to do something cool, go into her stream and raid with the message of #Shane things.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think
that won't confuse her at all. That won't confuse her at all.
Yeah. So go here. I'm gonna host, but go here. And then type this Shane. Sorry, was it just Shane things?
#Shane things.
It doesn't matter. It's either one.
Just Shane things, and just write that over and over in this channel.
Check
just
her out.
She has
some great limited content, and she'll actually be doing a 24-hour stream this Sunday with the new set. So,
are you going to be in it?
I will be part of it. I'll be there probably from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. or 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. It's one of those thoughts.
Oh, God, you're going to ruin it.
Yeah, so I'll probably be playing standard, though, with her. So.
Fair enough. She'll probably beat you.
No, we'll play it together. Anyway.
Oh.
I think we're good to go.
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. We will see you next week, and I hope that words. Whatever.
Bye.
Bye.
Later. Thanks for watching.
You hit host?
Invalid username. What do you mean invalid username?
Jamie Topples.
Yeah, I copied the right URL, didn't I?
Yeah,
you do the host.
But you have to do exclamation.
We're still streaming, I think, by the way.
Oh, is it?
/host and then the username. Just the username.
Space.
I might have did slash.
No. Just the username. No Twitch TV or anything.
Oh my God! This thing yelled at me before for not putting that in.
So /host, not exclamation.
Space, Jamie Topples.
Oh, fuck's sake. Host Jamie Topples. It still says. I typed it wrong. I did type it wrong, didn't I? I'll get it right eventually. JAIMETOPPLES, right?
Sky Blue went there already, and he said Arctic Ghost sent me to say #Shane.
Did you not get it?
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna log into.
No. Look what I'm doing. /host
/ right?
Yes.
Space. No space in between it, and between hosts. So /host space Jamie Topples.
Right. JAIME.
Jamie.
This.
Jamie.
Remove the quote from that. Remove the quotes from that.
Copy Z Magic. Then just put
and then remove the quotes.
Oh my god.
You're so bad.
No, I got it. I did it.
I know, but it took so long.
I did it.